when Kyle got us on that green flag exchange, you know, I was a little concerned because I know how good he is and how good he is here. I mean, nobody beat him at anything this weekend. And so I was looking forward to the battle and the challenge because I knew how good our car was. I had no idea Tony was out there on 2 tires, and then the caution came out, and he got that jump on the restart, and I was like, man, whew, that's going to be hard to catch. And we just started picking away at him. The car was just so good, and I could see his car going away a little bit on the exit, and that's where our car was so strong, and we just started – you know, we did today. The difference for me was that we've had cars. You know, we've been in position to win races, like even here, and you know whether I spun the tires on the restart or whatever it may be. But I've not been in a position to put pressure on the leader to force him to make mistakes and be in control of the situation in a very long time. And that's what I love so much about today is that to be in that position was such a cool feeling. And at that moment, you don't care if it's Kyle Busch or you know who it is. You know, you feel like you're in control of your destiny. And it got a little hairy getting into one. I will admit, I got underneath them. I was shocked I even got underneath them. But when I did, I was like, all right, I'm going to check up early because I was afraid he was going to do the swap over on me. He's pretty notorious about that. And I drove in easy to try to get a good run off of 2 and not let him do the swap over. And I kind of felt him on my right side. My car got real loose, and we just banged a little bit and slipped the racetrack. My spotter, Jeff, said clear, and I drove off, and I looked up, and he's 3 or 4 lengths behind me, and I was like, yes, let's go. And, you know, and then it was just putting some laps together.
The moment you took the checkered flag, did you feel more joy or relief?
Oh, no, it was all joy. Trust me. I mean, maybe the joy came from a little bit of relief, but I got, you know, shoot, 2 or 3 laps to go. When I started pulling away from Kyle, and I knew that all I had to do was you know, pray that white flag would come out before the caution, you know, and just put laps together. You know, I mean, I started having all kinds of thoughts and emotions and things, you know, because it was just one of those roller coaster rides today, and it's been a roller coaster ride for the 24 team the last couple of years. And, you know, it just seems like all that gets bottled up, and it, you know, you work so hard, it means so much because of those moments and those times when you didn't get the wins. And, you know, I didn't know what was going on with the crowd. I knew we put on a good race, but, you know, I was just feeling a lot of emotion because it's just so cool. You know, it's just so cool to get back to winning and that kind of, you know, have a dominating performance like we had today with all the issues. And it's just, you know, just over the off season, talking to Alan, talking to Rick, you know, with the changes and just seeing the things they were doing, I just felt like we were doing the right things. But then we showed up here and we qualified 20th, and I was like, oh man, that's a little bit of a letdown. But when they dropped the green today, I was like, that's what I thought it would be like. So to be able to pull that off, I mean, that's just awesome. It's a great feeling. And then I gotta be honest, you know, when I did the burnout, which I know wasn't a very good one, but because I'm not very good at it. If we win some more, I get better at it. But and I'm sorry, Rick. I think I hurt the engine or something because I got spun around there and it would not start up again. But I got out of it down there in the grass, and I looked up, and I mean, I didn't see an empty spot. It's just and then, you know, I was like, that's cool, you know. And I mean, I was feeling the emotions, but to see them react like that, and then the push truck pushed me around, and to see him all the way down doing that, I was like, God, I don't know if I've ever experienced something like that. And that to me made it all worth it right there to have that feeling.